Okay, it is my great pleasure as Provost to announce the recipients of this year's Ed and Chieko Okazaki Distinguished Service Awards. This award honors Ed Okazaki, a Japanese American who served in a highly decorated unit of the U.S. Army during World War II, and his beloved wife Chieko, an author and educator who served as first counselor in the General Relief Society presidency of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints from 1990 to 1997, and she was a very much respected and beloved member of our Board of Trustees. This award recognizes exemplary leadership and service. For students, the honor will appear on their permanent transcripts. It ranks with valedictorian as the highest distinction, afforded to a Southern Virginia University student. Although we acknowledge only 3 leader servants today, 1 student, 1 staff member, and 1 professor, the administration, the President's Council, wishes everyone to know how deeply gratified we were to receive so many nominations with very strong letters of support. The tradition of leader servants is alive and thriving at Southern Virginia. The descriptions that follow come from the nominators. As the names of the recipients are announced, I invite them to join and be greeted by President Wilcox and Chairman of the Board, Dane McBride, on the stand and be recognized appropriately. The student receiving the Okazaki Distinguished Service Award has been described in these terms, and I quote, "In addition to being a Marriott Scholar, serving as an NCAA athlete, and performing in the Southern Virginia University Orchestra, this awardee is the head student in charge of organizing and executing the remote area medical clinic that will be held on the SVU campus on March 5th and 6th this coming year. This massive undertaking demonstrates strong organizational abilities in addition to dedication to giving meaningful service. Organizing a remote area medical clinic means recruiting and coordinating hundreds of doctors, dentists, optometrists, nurses, EMTs, and other volunteers, handling over 1,200 patient services and arranging food, accommodations, facilities, preparation, security, crowd control, advertisement, and hundreds of other details. Each remote area medical clinic is monumental in scope, so the fact that this awardee is in charge of organizing the 2016 clinic underscores exceptional people skills, leadership abilities, and organizing skills, as well as deeply held desire to serve others. Please join me in welcoming to the stand this year's trombone-playing football team captain, Sam Malore. Big guy to hug, I'll tell you. The staff member receiving the Okazaki Service Award has been described in these terms. This person, and I quote, spends more hours on this campus than anyone I know. He never complains about long hours, staying late, or getting calls in the middle of the night. He quietly goes about doing his work. In addition to the excellent service that he has provided over the years as part of his normal duties as our network administrator, he went above and beyond the call of duty during the Roby renovation project. He took on several very difficult tasks, showing his commitment to making the final product as good as possible for the students who would live there, even though going the extra mile often required significantly more effort on his part than a quicker, easier solution would have. He was willing to work for as long as it took to do the job right, even if that meant evening or weekend hours. He represents the spirit of service at Southern Virginia by his willingness to sacrifice personally for the benefit of others. He is very active in his faith, helping with their dinner theaters, making apple butter, and assisting with their former Night in Bethlehem productions. He is devoted husband, father, and grandfather, who puts in long hours here only to go home and help his grandchildren with their homework. Please join me in welcoming to the stand our outstanding IT guru and network administrator, Bill White. I told you it was going to be an exciting day. The Okazaki Service Award for a faculty member exemplifying service goes this year to one who, in addition to teaching and mentoring students, served for 3 years as the Stake Young Women's President in the Rockbridge, Virginia Stake, and currently serves as a division chair and on the university's Academic Affairs Council. She was a featured speaker at the Why I Believe series at the Washington, D.C. Temple Visitor Center. For several years, she has played with the University Shenandoah Symphony Orchestra. She is principal flutist with the Rockbridge Symphony Orchestra, and recently was the featured soloist with that orchestra. She periodically performs with the Rockbridge Choral Society and prepares program notes for several musical programs, including the Rockbridge Orchestra and Southern Virginia University Ensembles. She is a member of the National Flute Choir Orchestra, which performed at the National Flute Choir Convention in Washington, D.C. in August. She has beautified our campus and our community in many ways, not the least of which was through the donation of the lovely chimes that played hymns for us to enjoy as we came in today. Please join me in welcoming to the stand. I can't look at her. Southern Virginia's Catherine and Doyle Tucker Professor of Music History, Lana Whitehead. We have another award, and then we want to take a picture. So they get to stand there and look pretty. Finally, I am pleased to announce the awarding of the Michael and Kay Elton Lectureship for outstanding teaching and scholarship. This award carries with it a $5,000 stipend. As some of you know, Michael Elton, who funds this annual award, is a distinguished member of our Board of Trustees. The faculty recipient will be a featured speaker at a forum next semester. For this academic year, the awardee is one of the most well-known and highly ranked teachers on campus and the leader of over 30 travel study programs to Europe, an acclaimed artist who has exhibited in over 50 solo, invitational, and juried shows nationally and internationally. The awardee has been visiting artist at the American Academy in Rome and a fellow of the Tyrone Guthrie Center in Ireland, as well as the Virginia Foundation for Humanities, the Virginia Center for Creative Arts, and the Scuola Internazionale di Grafica in Venice. In 2009, this professor was Cy Twombly's assistant for the creation of the ceiling in the Louvre Museum in Paris. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the stand our much appreciated Professor of Art, Barbara Crawford. Good. Chairman McBride now has a special award.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, let me wish you also all a very Merry Christmas and very best of luck and inspiration and hopefully rewards of study as you go into your final exams. On October 15th, 2015, Southern Virginia University founding chairman Glade Knight announced his intention to create and fund a new leadership scholarship, the Chairman's Scholarship, of $5,000, which the university will award annually to the president of the Southern Virginia University Student Association. The purpose of this prize scholarship is to at once acknowledge and encourage the very finest qualities of leadership and commitment to the core values of Southern Virginia University that being its student association president should embody, namely, being known for personal integrity, being service-oriented, charitable, hardworking, inventive and entrepreneurial and problem-solving, forward-looking, academically accomplished, passionate for equality and fairness, humble and obedient before God, bold and standing for principle, yet compassionate in its application, and charismatic in bringing others to align with good purposes. The recipient of this award will furthermore have the opportunity of being mentored by senior administrators of the university. He or she should in turn reach out to ensure that every SVU student's experience is the best it can be. Our congratulations to the first ever recipient of the Chairman's Scholarship, James David J.D. Drausbeck, President of the 2015-16 Student Body Association of Southern Virginia University. J.D., why don't you come up? J.D. is a senior from Great Falls, Virginia. Upon graduating this spring, he plans to get his Master in Health Administration. His current academic emphasis is in business, biology, and philosophy. He previously served Southern Virginia University as the junior class president and as a resident hall advisor. He served as a Spanish missionary for the LDS Church in Riverside, California. J.D. serves as an associate director for SVU's mission preparation program, Zion's Camp. He holds a 3.97 GPA and is a USCAA academic All-American wrestler. J.D., we congratulate you. And I had it. A check from this scholarship known as the Chairman's Scholarship. And we wish you Merry Christmas and good luck during this next semester. Thank you.